Alright, you guys, so we're going to do a little group counseling session today. Today is going to be about testing. The title of our group counseling for today will be called Testing is Easy. Alright? So I thought we'd start off today with taking a test. Y'all cool with that?
Yeah.
I got some papers and stuff here. You know, get
Look,
ready.
wait, I didn't even study
No
yet.
test?
No, wait, I didn't even study. I didn't, wait.
What? I thought we was ready.
Let me grab it.
Alright, I'm just playing. We're not going to take a test, but I kind of wanted to see how you guys was going to react when you heard the word test, because usually when we hear the word test, we kind of get anxious and excited and thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to study. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm ready for this. You know, we start sweating sometimes. I mean, what do you guys think about when you actually hear the word test, when your teacher says that? Jordan?
I think, like, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I don't know what's going to go on. I'm hoping I get a good grade on the test.
Maybe like I didn't study like I should have. Oh shoot. Yeah. What about you, Jill?
I would probably be like, okay, let me try to study this like with my friends, or like let me try to like at least remember something.
So, but you get anxious right away, right?
But like I just like,
Anya, you? What about you?
I'm completely nervous. I don't know what to do. So she'll say like, okay, you have a little bit of time to study.
Right.
I grab the book and I start. Because if I don't study that night, then I start getting anxious. I don't know what to do. Then I'll go over with my friends and
Right. What about Chicago? What about you? What about when you don't know that it's a test coming and your teacher's like, we're having a pop quiz today?
Well, I always, like, every single time when we get an assignment or something, I always go over it and stuff, so I know that something like that's going to happen. So I'm really just be like, okay. I mean, I'm not absolutely for sure that I'm going to pass it, but because I do study my homework, like, all the time, that I'm kind of confident in not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, tests even for me are hard. You know, I'm, in school myself, and when I hear the word test, I'm like, oh boy, here we go, all over again. I really don't want to take a test. Do I know the information correctly? So the things that you guys are feeling are absolutely normal. It's absolutely something that everybody feels. But I kind of wanted to do this exercise with you because we want to get to the root of just the word test. That's what we're going to be working off of this session. This is our beginning session, okay? So I just kind of want to get to that word. So when you hear the word test, how do you define it? How do you define it? Matter of fact, I got a little exercise that I want to do for you. In the middle of the paper, I just want you to write the word test. As big as you can in the middle of the paper. Go ahead and grab some pencils. Okay? And one. Okay, for you too? Okay, just write the word test in the middle, real big. Now circle the word test. Alright. That's what we're going to do for this exercise. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. Write down everything that comes the first word that comes to your mind every time. Ready? Go. You can connect lines to it. You can connect lines to it. Just keep going. Got about 30 seconds left. About 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencil down. Alright, so, pencil down. Alright. Cheat over here. Alright, so, Jordan, why don't you share with me really quick what you wrote?
Nervous, sweating, think too much, worried, excited, anxious.
Alright, good.
okay. I put excited, nervous, interesting, and quiz.
Okay, Anya.
Didn't study, crazy. I'm about to pass out. Anxious, dramatic, nervous.
Alright, woo, you got a whole bunch going on. Chicago?
My grade, like, how is it going to affect my grade? My mind's just going blank. Did I study this stuff, and am I mentally prepared?
Okay. One thing too, I see that you guys are really, being respectful of each other in your guys' space. I didn't talk to you about the group norms, but that's because you guys are all in high school. I'm glad that you are respecting each other, let each other talk with turns. So let's get that out of the way. The reason why I did it for 60 seconds Because that's usually how you feel in the test, like you're running a race, right? And then you hear that, oh, you only got 30 minutes. Isn't that usually what you hear the teacher? Oh, you only got this, so you only got that. You guys are writing really fast, and I'm looking at your body language. Okay? So, keep in mind, okay, for this session, we focused on the actual word test. And we did a little bit of a practice test just now. And you guys were able to put your thoughts down on paper just like that. So, this is what I want you guys to do. For the next counseling session, I want you to think of something that you can replace the word test with. Whenever you hear the word test, what could you possibly replace that word with? Okay? So when we meet again, I want you to have something that will be soothing to you. Something that won't make you get anxious when you hear the word test, when the teacher says test. Can we do that? Okay? So how are you feeling about these words on your paper?
I'm feeling good about it because that's normally what goes through my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going crazy about it because, you know, I didn't study anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Another thing, this week, if you guys have a test, I'm going to also let your teachers know that, you know, because you guys were chosen by your teacher to come here because they felt like you needed some help, you know, with bringing your anxiety level down. So this week, if you still happen to have a test, I want you to just take your time on that test. I want you to rush through it. Whatever you don't finish, it's okay. You get it past this time. Alright? Alright? So next week, what's the homework for next week, Jayla?
I have math.
No, what's your homework for the group? See, pay attention. You gotta pay attention. What's your homework for the group? Your group assignment for next week that we're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about like what is the word that comes to you when you hear test.
To think of a positive, good word that will take away your anxiety. Alright? Alright, well thank you guys for joining me, and you guys go back to class, alright? No wandering, alright?